And today, we're reacting to Prison Monster vs. Bloods. Nobody could stop Big Looney. Hey man, it's been a minute since we did Jay Williams' video, bro. Shout out Bill, you know I gotta tell you the times, my dog. Shout out Jay on this one. Feel me? We ain't got a story from bro in a while, and I'm excited for this, bro. If you like things other than just videos like this, you want to tap in more to my content, put to the Twitch, bro. I be yapping and just having a good time. If you a stream watcher strictly, only if you a stream watcher, pull up, man. But
man, you already know this. Jay Williams, let's live life, and we're back. Being big for nothing, or being big for something. You're gonna see guys in prison that are abnormally big. Like just jacked all the way up. Like y'all had RoboCop arrest him. This ain't no ordinary man. Prison is full of those guys. But I've also met some of those guys that, like I said, they're big for nothing. Big doesn't always mean that you're mean.
you know when I realized that? On the basketball court. I know it's not the same, but the basketball court made me realize some niggas in this world, God just was like, I just want you to be 6'8". That's it. Like, I don't want you to do nothing with that other than just be a 6'8" nigga. But you can't hoop, though. Nothing look more crazy than a 6'8" dude, 6'6" dude that don't know how to use his body. It's like a newborn giraffe. Dear God.
I've met guys that were legitly huge. I was in jail with a guy one time that got his food taken. And I thought to myself, he's about to tear the walls down. He's going to slaughter everybody in here. Somebody took his tray. He didn't do nothing about it. And dude started running their mouths to him, and he didn't do nothing about it. He went and sat on his bunk, missed his meal, ate when the next meal came around like nothing ever happened. I didn't see that coming. That's the big for nothing. Then you got some guys that are big, and they're dangerous. They're uncontrollable. Don't nobody want to try to put this man in his place. He does things that other men can't do because of his size. One of them dudes who can literally pick you up and pull you apart like a spider, that you run and just jump on his back and you're not doing nothing to him. He's too big. What happens when one of these dudes is out of control? Not only is he out of control, but he joins a gang. And the gang can't control him. He's breaking all the rules, all the politics, causing all the trouble. And they decide he's got to go. Watching the gang not know what to do with one of their own because he's way, way, way too big. Arguing about who's going to swing first. Man, you swing on him. I ain't swinging on him. We'll swing on him together. No, we won't. Once y'all get him on the ground, I'll kick him or something. Maybe I'll poke him, but I'm not running over there. He ain't about to okey doke me, put me to sleep in front of everybody. Y'all got me messed up. Big Looney. Went from being a savage to being a savage in a gang. Stay tuned to find out what happens when you got a gang member you can't control. That pretty much, and I hate to say it like this, everybody in the gang is afraid to go at. But he's got to be dealt with. And as y'all know, this is prison. And you will be dealt with. One way or another. With all that being said, you know how to see it. You know how to live it. So, let's relive it. Before I ever knew who Looney was, I knew who Looney was. Just because of his name. If you heard somebody got their stuff taken, somebody went in somebody's cell, and they didn't steal it, they went in there and took it from them, 9 times out of 10, it was Looney. You'd see somebody walking around with that big hamburger eye. I'm talking that eye that needs immediate medical attention, like he might not ever see again. That's going to be black for the rest of his life. One of those type of eyes. Looney went up in the cell, took his stuff, wanted to show him shit was real. I guess show a message to everybody else that he ain't play pimping, and he bang, cracked him one time, and that eye is the aftermath. He was not a man you wanted any problem.
Full of bullies, man.
Now, he wasn't doing life, but he was doing 20 plus years. That might as well be life. You come in at almost 30 years old, you got 20 some years to do. It's a long ass time. But he carried it like he had life. But Looney's 6'6", 6'7", 325, 330. And we're not talking about 330 pounds of fat. We're talking about 330 pounds of, oh shit, that's a big ass man. Now, he's one of these dudes I would see on the yard. He lived in my building. But I would see him on the yard, or I'd see him in the chow hall, or I'd see him in the front of the building talking to other dudes. And I remember every time I saw him, I said, damn, I'm glad I don't live around that dude. I'm so glad he's not in my pod. Because it seems like he terrorizes wherever he goes. He's got guys that got 5, 6 boxes.
The nigga type, sound like the nigga walk and all you hear is V5, the whole room shaking and shit.
He said he's never going home that don't want no smoke with him. I've seen him stand out on the yard and call out gangs, and they don't want no smoke. And I'm glad Looney ain't in my pod. I hope he never. What is that? That's Looney coming through. They done wrote Looney's ass off the pod. And if you don't know what that means, to write somebody off, that's when guys start getting together and they do some little snitch shit and start writing slips and dropping them in the box. And the administration starts getting them. And they get wind to what's going on.
Damn.
He's robbing. He's extorting. He did this. He did this. But nobody's going to come forward and say, yeah, he did that to me. So all administration can do is pick him up and move him to another pod. Pause. Starbucks. So they end up taking this young light-skinned dude, Tate, out of our pod. Tate's cool people. But Tate also gangbangs. You can be cool, gangbang, do all that. Just being in a gang don't mean you're a bad person. From what I've seen some bad, and I've seen some good. Tate wasn't one of those. They take him, move him upstairs, move Looney downstairs in the Tate cell. Now, prior to Looney coming downstairs, these dudes were talking plenty
But
shit.
Tate done dodged the bullet, ain't it?
Oh, that's messed up. Why they moving Tate? Who they about to put in Tate's cell? I know they ain't swapping. No, they got plenty to say about what they gonna do when this dude shows up. Looney walks through the door. He's got two other dudes with him dragging his property. The man's been down forever. So he's got like 6 trash bags full of shit, a cart. Like he's got everything you can have. And you got dudes right out the gate that want to get on his good side. Oh, they got big Looney in here. Oh, they done moved Looney in the house.
My dog, Looney, water. Shut up, pump. Jesus. My fault. Quiet.
I done told you this is a big man and he's a problem. There's all this chitter chat about what dude's gonna do. He comes in, it's, oh, what's up, big Looney? Hey, why they move? And them bitches wrote me off the pod upstairs. I'm down here now, though. It's all good. It's not all good. If Debo and Damon had a baby, it would be Looney. And he ain't down here on nothing good. He's down here on the same bullshit. The only good thing I had to say as far as me and Looney went is we're both from Richmond. We're from the city. A lot of times, if you're not gang, you go click up according to your city. And Richmond at the time had the numbers. Didn't nobody want no smoke with Richmond. Most of the dudes on our squad, most of the dudes out of our city were in their homicide cases. Most of them dudes had taken lives. Most of them would take a life again. Most of them were pushing that blade in prison. You didn't want no smoke with Richmond. And he's Richmond. I'm from Richmond. I kick it with Richmond dudes. He kicks it with Richmond dudes. So for the first week or so, everything with Looney is kind of calm. I guess he'd hit a bunch of licks upstairs. He had robbed so many dudes upstairs, took so much commissary. I told you he came in with 6 bags full of stuff that he was pretty much filled up. So for that first week or so, he was good. He'd gamble. And the crazy thing about him is he would rob, but he would pay his gambling debts. He would go out there and legitimately lose money on the table, go get the commissary that he'd robbed from somebody else, and go pay his poker debt. Because once you don't pay a poker debt, you're not playing poker no more. Ain't nobody playing with you. Let me get on the game. Ain't nothing happening.
Yeah.
Go ahead, put the cards up, take the sheet off the table, put all the chips up. We ain't playing no poker today. They're not gonna play with you if you buck, especially if you're that big. Well, aside from there being a lot of Richmond cats in this pod, there's a whole lot of gang members in this pod. Well, the dude they end up putting Looney in the cell with, the dude that Tate was in the cell with, is an old man. He goes to dialysis. He's in and out, going back and forth to the hospital. So they might pop the door at 3 o'clock in the morning, get him ready for transport to get out before count. Or they might pop the door right after 5 o'clock count and get him ready for transport to go out for whatever.
Hello again, real quick. I know I've shown you apps like this before, and y'all literally ran them up to where all the good games were gone. A lot of y'all sent me DMs of y'all making some bread, maybe for some food. Some of y'all actually making some real bread, I'm not gonna lie. So to help y'all out, I found a new one. It's called Tester Up, and it pays you to test mobile games. Basically the same idea. You play games on your phone and get paid. But this one has new games that you haven't seen on the other ones yet. If you decide to try it, make sure you use my link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen to make sure you're on the exact one that I'm using. Just doing a little trial run myself, I was able to see it was pretty easy to stack some money playing casual. You decide to try it, make sure you show me your earnings, bro. I love seeing y'all running up, and it convinces the doubters a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Hit the link in my description or scan the QR code and try it out, bro. Let's get back to it.
The old man has got to be on the bottom bunk. He couldn't get on the top bunk if he wanted to. That's not gonna fly with Looney. Every cell Looney goes in, he doesn't care. He's gonna
do what I want to do.
Get your ass on that top bunk.
I'm big, 6'7", 350 pounds. Break your ass in half.
Came to the old man when it came to, I guess we'll just say Pops, he didn't do that. And not only that, but the cell was just, Pop's cell was dirty as hell. Pops had been in that cell many, many years to the point there's dust bunnies back underneath the bed. There's little hairs floating around the cell. The cell is pretty much disgusting. Like you have to take a power washer in there, power wash it.
Damn, like that?
It, scrub it, Brillo pad, the whole
Hold
nine.
on, old man. We gonna have to figure this out, my nigga. I get it. You've been living here for longer than I've been alive, but I'm here now. We gotta figure something out, bro. That's one thing that's like, I feel like I get anytime we hear a story where a nigga like he not clean, it's like, okay, I get it, bro. Don't nobody want to live in no dirty ass room. You know, just doing the nigga stinky as shit. It's not like y'all living in the dirty, like you living in a house and your roommate room is dirty, your room clean, the rest of the crib is just alright or just clean. Like, nah.
Cell clean. So rather than do all that, stay in the cell with this old man that's got dialysis, got all these issues, that's always sick, that can't go on the top bunk, that lives like a filthy animal, Looney just decides to move. Another cell comes open in there and they put him in that cell. They end up moving him into the cell with a blood dude. Now with Looney, there's one or two ways this is gonna go. When he comes in the cell, you can go ahead and move your stuff to the top bunk, and I'm talking for everybody I had seen. Move your stuff to the top bunk, or he's gonna come in and grab your mat and put it on the top bunk. And if you want to do something about it, you got a problem with it, he's gonna handle it right then and there. It ain't gonna be a whole lot of talk. He's just gonna pick you up by your neck, choke you out, and throw you on the floor. If you're lucky. So he ends up going into the cell a little, and like everybody before, he moved his stuff up to the top bunk. Looney, you got it. He's in our pod maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks before he robs the first dude, which happens to be an old white guy that's a Christian. But this guy's not just a regular Christian. This guy's a Mo. He's a diddler.
Oh, damn.
He's messed with somebody's family member, touched on a child. Looney goes straight down there when we come from commissary, goes in the cell, slaps him, throws him over on the bunk, takes the commissary he was taking out the bag and putting in the locker, out the locker, back into the bag, grabs some other stuff off the counter, puts it in the bag, but not before telling the man, if you go to administration and tell them what I did, somebody here's going to get at you, or I'll run across you again in due time, and I'm going to hurt you real bad. Have a nice day. And he rolls out. In no way, shape, or form was Looney secretive when he came to doing this stuff. He wanted everybody to see it. He'd make the most noise. He wouldn't try to hide the bag. Walk right across the pod in front of everybody, toting this man's big-ass bag in one hand and a big-ass bag of sodas and coffee in the other. Just robbed somebody. He hit a lick. Takes it in the cell. Here's the thing.
I feel bad for them niggas.
Thing with Looney. Looney got high.
That's what I hope. That's what I would hope to happen to niggas like that, if I'm being honest.
Nobody spoke about it. Like, we all know he did dope. We knew who he dealt
so
with.
A big, doped out, fiend, big ass Shaquille O'Neal ass nigga, huh? This is a horrible combination. What gang was this nigga in?
Penitentiary talks, you know who's selling, you know who's indulging, you know all these things. Looney gets high, not just high, but big high. I'm talking about to the point he'd come in some days and he'd sit his big ass on the bleachers in the pod and he'd lean his head back and nod out and just be snoring like a grizzly bear.
That's y'all chance right there.
Sitting there. Dudes just walk by. Even with him getting high every single day, he stayed big. He wasn't lacking nutrients. It wasn't like he wasn't eating. He would rob you, go buy dope with the stuff he just got from you, and then go rob somebody else so he'd have stuff to eat.
Sheesh.
At the time, I'm in the cell with a blood named Face. Face got 30-some years, man. Shout out to Face, man. I hope something happens in your case and you come home sooner. For cocaine distribution. 30-some years. He had that cartel plug. Facts. Did a video on it. Face is a good homeboy of mine. Face did the outlaw tattoo on my stomach. Like, this is my guy. I can't say it enough. Face was my guy. We're in the cell late night one night. Talking about, man, they talking about letting Looney become blood. Who's gonna let Looney become what? Looney don't need no gang, man.
Yeah.
Why would y'all possibly let that man join a gang? The worst possible outcome is he's that big, he's that crazy, and now he's a gang member. That's not a good look, man. I don't say all that. I just listen. These are gang politics. I'm not a gang member.
Yeah.
I listen, right? Yeah, they talking about Looney wants to be blood. I said, well, who is he going home with? Brim gang? Like, what's he gonna do? Like, nah, wants to be bound. Now, even though you got all these different sets, in prison, they all fall under blood. They do their own little thing, but if something pops off, they come to fuck together like Voltron, and it's a whole lot of them. Well, now that they've established Looney's become, y'all got to run up on this man. Y'all got to go in the cell.
So they got to jump this again, right? He fit it. He like, all right, Bella, do it. I know he just be, ain't no form, ain't no nothing, ain't no boxing when I was young. It's just straight heavy bitches. Hot from here, hush, hush, hush. And them bitches just coming through.
Jump him, fight him to initiate him into the game.
Right.
Now, I don't want to say they were scared. They were scared.
They were scared.
I can't even sit here because I'm just trying to play it nice for people watching that might be gang affiliated. I was going to say I don't want to say they were scared of him. They were 100% scared of Looney. Most men were. But rather than take him in the cell, get 3 guys in there and jump on him and then rumble him and him knock all of them out in the middle of the cell and embarrass him, they send him on a mission. If somebody in another building's got a whole bunch of dope they've been having issues with, go get that. It's as simple as that. Go get that. I hadn't heard of this before. Anybody else I'd ever seen join a gang,
you gotta get in there and get
that ass whooping.
Yeah.
Get in the comments. I don't even know if this is legal. I don't know if you can just choose or how they gonna get in the gang. But I kid you not, they send this man on a mission.
They came up with a way.
Look, go over there. You will even break you off the pack. You got to break him off.
Damn. We gonna break him off some of the gas too.
Shit, he'll go take the pack and keep it. But if he wants to be down, this is what he's got to do. His reason for getting down, I don't know. Maybe he needed friends. Maybe he liked the thought of being in a gang. I don't know. But he goes to the other building, runs up in out cell, robs out, beats the shit out of him, chokes him out, takes the dope, takes other things out the cell, leaves out that building. This is a building you're not.
He was official with this robbing.
Even supposed to be in, and comes back over to our building. Down in there with them, broke this out, got his little bit. Boom, just like that, he's on. Anyway,
man,
me and Looney are cool. To this day, we're cool. It might not be cool after he sees this video, but we've always been cool. Looney don't pull my arms off. So Looney is more or less,
Looney don't pull my arms. He gonna be like, what's that shit you was talking to Jay Wood in that video? Shit look like a Mortal Kombat scene, boy.
An enforcer. Anything they want done, he's gonna do. They were already the most dominant gang in the prison. They had more numbers than anybody else.
Now they got LeBron.
They had a whole lot of killers on the payroll.
Miami
they had
LeBron
dudes
too.
that were never going home. Youngins, 18, 19, 20 years old with natural life sentences with no possibility of parole. And they're running around like chickens with their heads cut off. Well, for the most part, people are going to do what they've always done. And that's Looney. He goes back to this robbing shit. First, he goes upstairs, robs 2 dudes upstairs, comes down, throws the shit in the cell. You would think that's enough. This is store day. It's not enough. He waits to the pod next door to them, goes to the store. And these officers let Looney come and go. At this point, the officers were very, how can I say this without somebody getting in their feelings? These were project chicks. You know what a project chick looks like? I'm not profiling nobody. The shit they said, the way they carried themselves, the personal points of their life they put out.
Some ratchet shit.
There. Even to talking about where they lived. A lot of these guards at this prison were straight projects, straight out the projects, project chicks. Let people come and go as they wanted. At this point in time, you could just bounce from pod to pod on certain days, on certain shifts, and nobody's gonna really say nothing. You go there, kick it with your homeboy till chow time. Slide out with chow, and when chow comes back, slide back in your pod. So when this commissary day hit, Looney robbed a whole bunch of different dudes. Not just random dudes, he robbed gang members. He robbed this black GD dude, beat the GD dude up, banged his fist all upside his head. That's a problem. Now these GD dudes go to these blood dudes. Hey, y'all need to get a hold of dude. Right. Did you see what he did to such and such? Like, oh, this over $30 worth of commissary. Somebody's got to do something about Looney, man. But at the same time, the GDs are in no position to go to war with these Bloods. I've never seen them be in position to go to war with the Bloods. They may be in some places, not here. They don't have the numbers. So the GD dudes go to the Blood dudes. Man, y'all got to do something about this crazy son bitch. He done beat such and such his face off. Can't rob other gangs if you're in a gang. That voids the whole truce. And when dudes can't beat you, they'll tell on you. Listen to me. It's the same thing in the streets. If you're in somebody's way, they will tell on you to get you out the way. I hate snitches. Let's make that very clear. But I've seen so much of it in the system. So if y'all can't control Looney,
we gonna tell, bro.
Do? Somebody, and I'm not saying the GDs. Somebody.
We gonna band together on the low and be like, hey, we gangster for real. We are gangster, but my nigga, we might, if we can't beat them, we might just have to join them. We might just have to tell.
Somebody's gonna start dropping them slips again.
Yeah,
that's gonna bring heat on y'all, because now it's not just Big Looney. Now it's Big Blood Looney.
Yeah.
So now he runs the risk of putting these Bloods on investigation and jamming up everything they got. So who do you think they're going to have holler at him? His cellmate. That's who he's closest to.
Oh, man. They ain't got no, like, big guy that's like, hey, man, da-da-da.
Yeah, at him. I guess from whatever they talked about, everything's supposed
Head
to be
dude,
good.
manager.
It ain't gonna happen no more. Dudes had it coming. They was walking around acting tough. Whatever because he always had an excuse for why he robbed people. He was this, or he owed somebody some money. He didn't want to pay them. So he always had an excuse on why he robbed people. But B hollers at him, and it seems like things are cool. Late night, Saturday, 11:15. We'd stay out till 12, 1 o'clock on the weekends most times, right? They're out there playing poker. Dude at the table says something to Looney. I don't know what he said, but from what the other dude said, it wasn't nothing crazy. Most people ain't saying nothing crazy to Looney. But Looney felt some type of way about it. Threw his cards on the table, went over to the dude's cell, started taking the dude's stuff. The dude come over there, what's going on? Dude's celly's in there asleep in the top rack. Dude goes over to say, look, man, it wasn't even like that. And Looney shoves him and he pushes him with the power. It looks like the Matrix. He pushes dude and dude just flew back across the room, next to the side of the table. Went on in there and took his stuff. A lot of these bloods are in bed at this point, but you still got a lot of them up. There's several standing around the table watching Looney play poker. Anytime one of them gang members is engaged into a poker game, he's gonna have homeboys around just in case. Plus they're kicking it, ain't shit else to do. He shoves this dude. Boom! And this dude flies. I mean, legitimately looks like he had some of the special effects cables on his back and just flew backwards. Looney comes out with the bag, takes his stuff over to the cell, stands in the doorway, bigger than the door. And says, yeah, I did it. I ain't no thief. I take what I want. Run your slick ass mouth. If you got a problem with it, come get it back in blood. Come get it. He's making a big ass scene. Now these other blood dudes are standing around like, oh, this dude is like legitly dragging us into bullshit. Following day, they have a big ass meeting on the yard. Looney is a topic of discussion. More or less telling him, bro, you got to chill. Like, you can't be doing this. We really getting money in here. We sell this, we sell that, we send money home, we pay
That nigga said that shit too slow for me. Nigga said that shit too slow. I need that shit today. You know, whenever you be buying stuff online and you like, bro, I can't wait for this shit to get here, bro. You can't wait to have it in hand. Yo, he gotta go get that today.
From in here, you messing up the program. Having the guards running up in our cells, shaking us down, or people saying the bloods are doing this, dropping kites on us, that's bad for business. If we got to do something, yeah, we're going to do it. If we rob, we got a reason for robbing. If we attack, we got a reason for attacking. You doing this stuff for no reason, bro, you making it hot. You got to chill. Once again, he agrees. All right. It don't take long. He's right back to his same shit. He's back to robbing dudes, slapping dudes up, taking shit from dudes. They make the mistake of telling this man, we gonna have to violate you.
Oh.
Who? We got to violate you.
Oh, yeah.
We have to take you in the cell. We have to violate you and show you can't do these things. Who? Who's gonna take Looney in the cell and violate him? Let me get a raise of hands. Let me see the 3 dudes or however many dudes gonna go up in there and do something else. Y'all raise y'all's hands. Who's volunteering? Ain't nobody trying to violate him. But if the big homie says he's got to get violated, he's going to get violated. Do it. Now these cells aren't very big to begin with. He's massive. So he's not a dude you want to go into a cell with. You don't want no wreck with that man in there. You want to be able to move around because if he reaches out and grabs your ass, it's so they agree they're gonna do this on the handball court. Now inside the building, it's like kind of it's L-shaped, right? And there's no camera there. And that's where we play handball. I used to love handball, by the way. Great way to stay in shape. They decided they're gonna violate him on the handball court. When I go out to the yard this day, when I am telling you, aside from the mandatory meetings where all the bloods would come, there were so many bloods out there, it didn't make no sense. And everybody knows what's about to take place. It's quiet. You can cut the tension with a knife. Dudes walk out, they might be laughing, joking, and instantly you feel it in the air. And you quiet down. You look around and see what's going on. The yard is different. Everything about it's different. The air tastes different. The sun hits different. It's just different today.
All for a violation.
And you look over the blacktop, it's where the small half court is, and it's filled up with dudes. You look over in the corner and you see Looney standing there and you can't miss him. He's taller than everybody out there. He's bigger than everybody out there. And these dudes are all around him. Not on no getting ready to rush him or nothing, but they got to wait for the guards to go back in, the perimeter vehicle to go by, because you want to get away with this. Back door shuts. Clang. The guard's gone. We stand there watching. They drive these white trucks around the outside of prison 24 hours a day. It's called a perimeter vehicle. So that if your ass decides to climb the fence before you can get over the razor wire, that truck's going to come by. It's going to see you. They're going to radio to somebody, and then they're going to shoot you. The truck goes by. When he's backed up in the corner with his shirt off, these dudes standing around him, like talking to each other, trying to figure out, I guess, who's going to go do what. And he this shit and just took off on one of them. Tall, light-skinned dude standing there. Looney rocks him.
Bang!
Boom! Crumples him. Bag of laundry. Old potato chip bag. Boom! Falls to the ground. The other dudes look like they don't know what to do. He pops another dude. Boom! Drops him. Crumbles him. Potato chip bag. Falls to the ground.
Damn! He wasn't a crazy niggas like this? Two niggas, heads, butts.
Way, Looney punches him in the side of the face. Now, I'm expecting these dudes to rush him.
Everybody just get on.
Y'all deep as shit. There's no way he can beat all of you. Rushing. But them punches were solid. Them punches he just gave out were bad business. You don't want them. Are the type of punches that follow you for the rest of your life. The type of punch that if you see somebody else get punched, you get PTSD because of what Looney did. These dudes around him, he just starts swinging. Boom, boom, boom. Swinging on anybody and everybody that's within their arm's reach. And if he hits you, you're going down. They got a bigger black dude named D Black. Black is a bitch. D Black. Is more or less behind him and runs up and catches Looney on the side of the face.
There we go.
Boom.
Here we go, Black.
Softball hit. Home run out the park. Cracks off on Looney's ass. Don't phase him. He turns around, grabs D Black, rushes him back to the wall, starts working him over. Now these other bloods move in on him. Jump on him, he would just sling him off. Throw an elbow. Boom.
Yo, how I've been visiting this is like a bunch of like side characters trying to fight the Hulk. And he just having this nigga jump on his back. They flying off on some cartoon shit.
And this isn't strategic fighting. This is just good footwork.
That's what I'm saying. I'm already knowing. That's what I was saying earlier. I know that for a fact. This ain't like, ooh, okay. Like that's a good ass fight. Nah, this is just messy. Like I'm swinging them thing.
You know what I mean? Knowing how to fight. This is just big, angry, violent, and strong. Yeah. It hits very hard. Dudes would run up and hit him and then try to back up, right? Like they're trying to catch him when he's not looking, and this dude is holding his own. This ain't no regular, at this point, violation where it's like a certain amount of dudes on him. No, this dude just took off on random dudes that didn't have nothing to do with anything. So I guess in that moment, they decided, get on his ass.
Let's get him, man.
The dude is giving it to him. They're not doing nothing to him. 30, 45 seconds in, he ain't sustained no injury. But you got dudes leaking. There's blood on the pavement, blood on the wall, dudes on the ground.
Sleeping.
Switching and shit. Dudes running around, these dudes trying to figure out what to do. More guys coming from over here. Like, we're 45 seconds in. That don't sound like a long time. That's a fucking lifetime to be fighting that many people. That's a lifetime to be fighting in general if you're not a fighter. If you're not winded, if you ain't trained for that. 45 seconds is a long time to be throwing punches with everything you got. Now, I don't know who did it. Actually, I do know who did it, but I'm not going to say who did it. I don't know why they did it. I don't know if it was because he was completely out of control. I don't think they brought Looney out there to violate him, to be real, looking back on it. After this whole thing, I talked to my cellie about it. He could only save it so much. But he said this. He said, wasn't no violation. They took him out there to put him off the set. So in the midst of him now, I'm talking, it's now 4 or 5 dudes on him, and he's rumbling these dudes, cracking them. One would drop, another would jump in his place. There's dudes stretched out. Somebody sticks him. Somebody stabs him in his lower back. He didn't yelp. He didn't scream. But in the midst of all that, dudes that hadn't been hit now got blood on them. As he's bumping and swinging around, his back is smearing on dudes. So dudes' white t-shirts now got smudge marks from his back. Boom, somebody sticks him again. This time up in the armpit area. So now every time he would throw a punch, this shit was legitly shooting. I mean, not just, we're not talking bubble, we're talking, this shit would shoot. He'd swing a punch and shit would shoot out his arm. Once he realizes he's been stabbed, that dude turned into something that I don't think anybody...
Now he fighting on some like... He finna start grabbing niggas by the legs and hitting them, hitting people with this nigga. Yeah, he finna spaz.
They was ready for it. He starts grabbing dudes and throwing them. I'm talking about swinging, throwing them, slamming dudes into the wall, punching dudes, completely turning the whole TVs off. We're probably 2 minutes into this, and this shit is still going on. Damn. There is blood everywhere. Some is his, some is the dudes he was fighting with. Like, He really put on
He
out that bitch.
slanging
Now,
them
usually when something like this would happen, after the little time clock ran out or whatever, everybody would dap
stop.
up, they go back to being normal. This
It's
wasn't
over
that.
with, nah.
Dude's going, all right, it's over with, it's over with, it's over with. He's still attacking people. Dudes have now scattered out. He's now attacking dudes on the ground. Boom,
Oh!
boom, stomping people on their heads. He's stabbed up and he's big angry. I can remember the thought I had. How are they gonna stop this man?
Yeah.
He's irate. Why in the f y'all stab him? That's like stabbing King Kong with a toothpick. Yeah. Why would you do that? Well, in the midst of all this going on, when I'm telling you it is chaos, complete chaos has erupted on this corner of the yard between all these bloods. You got GD standing off to the side. I'm standing on the bleachers, on the top bleacher, watching everything. Probably maybe 50, 60 feet away. Standing on the bleachers is a good spot because you can see above everybody. I'm just watching everything with some other dudes I rock. What we hadn't picked up on is that perimeter vehicle that goes around. They come back around, noticed it, and stopped short. So when you turn back behind you, you wouldn't see no truck. If you looked over here, you wouldn't see no truck. It had just come around the bend just enough that the nose of the truck was sticking out, and he had gotten out with the binoculars. Had radioed to the officers. There's a massive fight taking place in the yard. These dudes are now running backwards trying to get away from Looney. D-Black, get up. Get up, get up. He ran over. Boom! Crushed D-Black, lay D-Black back out. It now spills out of the corner to where it's moving towards the center of the yard. Next thing you know, them side doors come open. You hear the boots. These guards are coming, and there's so many of them, that's all you hear is the boots hitting the ground. You hear the keys jingling as they're running. You hear the static coming from the walkie-talkies, and it's a bunch of these dudes. So now these blood dudes see all these guards coming. They try to peel off in different directions. Two go this way, two this way. Don't walk with me, don't walk with me. We're going to jail. Dudes start peeling off. Meanwhile, Looney is still spazzed out. He's still attacking dudes. He's chasing behind.
One of them niggas that truly, when they say, like, all I see is red, like, really, like, you gotta believe them. This is crazy.
Dudes, what's up there? Come on, come on. Next thing you know, it goes from him versus all these bloods to him versus all these guards.
You fighting the guards?
They ain't playing. Once they let that thing off and they hit that siren, your ass better be on the ground. Or the next one that flies might hit you in the side of your head. Everybody's on the ground. He's still the only one. He's irate that they have stabbed him. They couldn't beat you, dog. What did you think they was gonna do, Looney? So now the guards are trying to get him to cuff up. They done sprayed him. He's got that ugly ass orange bear mace running down his front. They just sprayed him in his face, just made him angrier. They're trying to get him, come in, cuff up. And he starts swinging on the guards. They don't play. They got shit we don't got.
Yeah.
They got shit at the time. They can smack you in your head with that baton you swing out, crack you in the top of your head with, and your ass can go to sleep. Crack your whole entire skull. These guards get in on him. Boom, boom, boom. Start whooping his ass in front of everybody.
Yeah.
He's once again handling his own.
Damn, still? Damn, Looney.
Punching guards.
This nigga a true beast.
Grabbing guards, slamming him. Didn't take long, they got him on the ground. They double cuffed him. Cuffed his ankles. Picked him up, and they're leading him up off the yard. Meanwhile, we're all still laying in the dirt. And the whole time he's leaving, he's telling them, this shit ain't over. This shit ain't over. Any pod, any compound I touch down, when I see your blood, it's on sight. Y'all gonna stick me, I'm gonna kill everybody. It's on sight.
Oh, man.
Took him up out of there. We laid in the dirt for a few more minutes. I watched the guards make their way around. At this point, they got a big-ass pack of zip ties they're using. I guess the guard at the truck is radioing, yeah, grab him. Yep, the other two that walked to the other end, they're down there by the volleyball, yeah, grab them. And they're zip tying dudes up and they're taking them up off there. When it's all said and done, Looney went to the hole. 15 bloods went to the hole.
Ooh.
Looney left there and went straight to Red Onion, where the last time I heard, that's where he was currently housed. Red Onion is 23-1. It's not max, it's super max. It's where they send you to die. It's the closest thing to death you're gonna find in prison. They put you in a cell and they bury you there for sometimes 10, 20, 30 years.
Shit.
If I had to guess, Looney ain't never coming up off this. Last bit I did, I heard he put somebody in a coma up Red Onion and picked up more time. So now he's not coming on.
Damn, Looney. Plus he got a bunch of years added for attacking those guards. Looney, yeah, I mean, shit, bro. Like, how he sound, I don't think that's a nigga that, like, if he wasn't gonna be in the NFL or in the NBA, he need to just, what he got going on, that's just where he's supposed to be at. He was put on this earth to terrorize the terrorizers. Because it don't make no sense, bro.
For quite a while. But please remember this. Monsters are real. Looney was a monster. When people said they don't agree with people
It's
going
not
to prison,
funny.
He's one of the men that need to be in prison.
Yeah, he's just supposed to be.
There is no place in society for men
for
like
a guy
this.
like that.
Unless we're like gonna start a grizzly bear fighting league. Like there's no place for men like this in society. Guys that just land.
Unless we gonna have a grizzly bear fighting league. Ain't no place for bro.
Shout that are angry, that are full of rage, hate, and violence. But yeah, that was the story of Looney.
Damn, man. Great story by that boy Jay Wood. Goodness gracious. What's the comment saying? Looney sound like the damn Leviathan. Big, angry, violent, and strong. Grizzly bear fight. That's what I'm saying. Like, damn. Oh man, bruh. One of those dudes that could pick you up and pull you apart like a spider. Yeah, man. Nah, that's crazy, bro. I like in these videos, I be wanting to see like a picture of these people. Like, how big is this nigga? That being said, let me know what y'all think, man. Like the video, sub up, comment, up, the channel. I appreciate it. We're gone. ADD lad, dog.